Hi guys, I have a sweet treat for you today. I have Faith Durand here, that lady right there from the kitchen. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's a great blog. She's gonna do one of her recipes from her very own book, Bakeless Sweets, and it's got about 160 no-bake desserts. Today, she's gonna make a bakeless triple chocolate brownie. Actually, not triple chocolate. You told me a little story that when you developed it, it actually...
Totally gonna out me here.
Well, I'm sorry, but I had to. You tell me the story. I'm gonna share it with the public.
I initially developed it with chocolate graham crackers instead of the honey graham crackers. But I like it better with the honey graham crackers because you get this nutty, buttery taste that you don't really get with the chocolate.
And we care about the way that our food tastes. So initially it had 3 kinds of chocolate, but it turned out tasting so chocolatey, she left the name. So we're starting off with, let's see, 1, 2, how many? Like,
I think there are about 6 or 7 graham crackers in here. Lots of no-bake desserts use graham crackers. They're a really wonderful base.
Yeah.
So for this one though, the graham crackers are gonna get really blended up. They should be pretty well ground up, but not so fine that they're like sugar grains.
So we're gonna combine that. I'm gonna start off, there's hazelnuts in this recipe too, also for crunch and flavor. Half a cup, right? I tried this before and it also ran all over the board, and now this is running all over the board. So these are another layer of flavor.
I think hazelnuts really bring out the taste of chocolate too. They're definitely my nut of choice.
Your go-to chocolate combo nut. If you can't get hazelnuts, what else would you put in there? Almonds, something
Probably
like that?
almonds. I think it'd be very good with walnuts.
So half a cup, right?
Yes.
Just in here? Is that chopped enough?
I would probably actually chop it a little bit more.
See?
Yeah, just a little bit more.
I'm being lazy. I'm moving things along.
You could pulse them just a little bit in the food processor, but I think you get a nicer texture when you do it by hand, especially with a serrated knife.
So now for the chocolate, right? 1/4 cup of cocoa powder.
Cocoa powder.
I memorized the recipe. It's not that Faith doesn't know. I'm just helping because she's here. She's a guest. I have to take care of her, you know. So it's a 1/4 cup of cocoa powder, which gives great, really intense flavor, right? But no sweetness.
That's right.
Chocolatiness, here we come. So that goes in, and salt. I mean,
about a half teaspoon is gonna
that's
go into
coarse
here.
salt. Is that what you normally use?
Usually, yes.
Okay.
Because you're gonna get that little texture of salt.
All right, good. So this is a half a teaspoon of coarse. I guess if you were using fine salt, use a 1/4 teaspoon, right?
Yeah.
Because it'll be too salty. Now condensed milk. We use condensed milk all the time. Call it a dirty little secret, but it's not really dirty. But it is a secret,
It's
right?
kind of magic, and all the sweetness in this recipe is coming. Well, there's a little sweetness in the graham crackers, I suppose.
And the chocolate.
Yeah, but most of the real richness is coming from the sweetened condensed milk. And sweetened condensed milk, one of the reasons it's so good for no-bake desserts is it really firms up when it's chilled.
We use it for no-churn ice cream. I imagine you probably do the same thing. Just really good all-purpose. You should always have some around. So then we have 4 ounces of melted chocolate. I just went ahead and did that for you. It's bittersweet chocolate. That's great bit. 4 ounces. Does it matter if it's cool?
It doesn't really matter. You just want it to be pourable and spreadable so it really can get worked into the brownie mixture.
I feel like these are going to be really popular, but you have a lot of other fruit-based desserts, cream-based desserts, all kinds of stuff. They're not completely no-cook. Some of them, like a pudding, would require a little cooking.
Yeah,
right?
there's always some cooking on the stovetop, although in the case of something like a panna cotta, it is so minimal because all you're doing is melting gelatin, which takes perhaps 30 seconds. All right, so now we have this really massive glob. Are you gonna put it in the pan, or am I?
No, I want you to do it. This is an 8x8, and it's lined with parchment paper.
So sticky.
I let the guests do all the hard work, and I just stand around looking pretty.
Well, that means that I get to lick my fingers, and
true.
you don't, but that's okay.
See?
Although this stuff is so messy, I like to pat it in with a spatula as much as I can. You can also wet your fingers a little bit and run them over. You can see how dense this is. It's like more fudgy than anything else.
This is for your chewy brownie lover.
That's right. Alrighty, so then...
What else? That's it, right?
Well, yep, and then I like to smooth out and really press down the top of the brownies just with a piece of plastic wrap, although you can also use wax paper if you prefer. Just make sure that they get really firm.
Nice and smooth.
Everything's smooth. It looks prettier. And then
Better presentation for when you sell these at the bake sale.
that's right. These are an excellent bake sale treat.
How long do they have to refrigerate?
At least an hour, enough time for that chocolate to firm up again. You could leave them in overnight though, or even a couple days if you have that kind of willpower. That's great.
We don't around here. I know that like the minute these get put out, they're gonna disappear like that. That people love chocolate. I'm gonna get these in the fridge.
Great.
So we just stood around for an hour talking.
That's right.
I know so much about you now. So these are chilled and they just lift right out, which this is why we line things with parchment the way we do, because look at that. They
Very
lift right
nicely
out.
done.
Yes, we're very, very professional here. And that's it, right? You just cut
That's
them in.
right.
It's like serves 4, right?
Yeah, that's right.
I guess it doesn't really matter. Choose the size. They're pretty rich, those. I'm gonna go kind of small just because it's still morning. I mean, there's only so much chocolate you can eat before noon. I mean, it's a lot, but there's a lot of chocolate in these because they're triple chocolate, no baked brownies. Wow, I can feel the deliciousness
Oh yeah,
already.
Those turned out really nice. See all the little crumbs in the side?
I'm gonna taste it.
Yeah.
The hazelnut really does make it super duper delicious. Yum, 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 yum. You guys should go out and get the book. This is Faith Durand from the kitchen. Check out her blog and apartment therapy and some more great recipes in this very book, Bakeless Sweets. Thanks, Faith.
Thank you. Those are better than I remember them being.
I like when that happens. Oh yeah, I eat those that way for a reason. They're actually really delicious. I'm so good. Hi guys, thanks for watching this video. Be sure to click here if you want to subscribe and click over here if you want to continue watching more great videos like this.